Hi, I'm Dylan Little with the Mid-Continent Public Library, and welcome to the 2020 Veteran Salute Digital Commemoration. In December of 2019, the Veteran Salute Planning Committee committed to honoring the 70th anniversary of the start of the Korean War.
They've been involved in the program a lot longer than I've been around. The Korean War Veterans Association, they really were the core group.
Right.
And everything else was kind of built off of them.
Their whole organization supported this event. Not that everybody else didn't, but they were such a huge voice in helping us.
We hope that you will join us as we turn our attention to the stories of a handful of Kansas City area Korean War veterans as they share their experiences in the service. My name is Dylan Little. I'm with the Mid-Continent Public Library. The Veteran Salute event's been here for 25 years, and this year we made a decision to honor Korean War veterans. So hopefully we have a good conversation, and if you could share your name and your branch of service and your current residence.
Okay, I'm a veteran of the United States Army. I joined the Army when I was 17 years old.
My name is Sergeant First Class E7, retired Johnny W. Cheatham.
My formal name is Bernard Brownstein. All my friends call me Bernie. Now, if you're not my friend, don't bother to call. I'm going to be 90 years old at the end of this year. I don't know how the hell I got here.
So were you born and raised in Pleasant Hill?
I was born down there November 29, 1930.
And where were you when you enlisted?
Here in Kansas City.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked at Sears filling retail store requisitions, and there was 5 of us that were doing it. 3 of them left. Well, that left the burden to the 2 of us, and it didn't appear like they were in any hurry to replace the 3.
Was that Sears location the big one that was on the east?
15th and Cleveland.
Yeah, that was the big.
That was it.
The
that
big
was the
one.
catalog, Sears and Ward's. So I showed them, by golly, on a Saturday. I went down to the Air Force recruiting office. The same Wednesday, the same week, my folks took me down to the Union Station.
You didn't put in your 2 weeks at Sears. You just said.
Heck, I showed them. I don't know what happened afterwards, you know, because that put them down to one retail store.
You live in Blue Springs now. When you enlisted when you were 17, were you living in Blue Springs at the time?
No, I'm a native of Ohio. I was a 16, 17-year-old teenager. I got me a job at the local theater running the movie projectors. I kind of got influenced by the wrong people.
Yeah.
And thankfully, a big local cop took me to the side one time. He says, "George," he says, "you know, I've been watching you, and you're a pretty good kid, really. But," he said, "you're wrong, running with the wrong people." And he says, "You better kind of start choosing your friends a little different."
Right.
And I told him, I said, "There was a poster for the U.S. Army outside the theater." And I said, "Well, I've been looking at that poster out there and thinking about joining then. Because if I joined then, I was 17 years old, I could retire when I was 37. Well, that sounded kind of appealing. So I decided, well, why not do it? So I signed up, and the rest of it's history.
No, I was 11 years old when I left Texas during the Pearl Harbor War. Me and my brother, mother, and sister rode the train from Paducah to all the way to San Diego, California. And the sailors and soldiers was on that train.
Do you remember the moment you decided to join?
Well, what happened, a young man, a friend of mine, I used to run the track and play football for the San Diego Boys Club, and he told me, said, "Cheatham, you ought to join the National Guard." And he enticed me to go in the National Guard.
So in 1952, I finished my education in January of '52 at Seton Hall. The graduation ceremony took place in June of '52. I got engaged in July of '52, Got married in October of 52. On the 19th of October, and December 4th, I was in the Army.
Wow, that is a busy,
That was a
that's
busy
an
year.
action-packed year.